I thought about this today. Is there any such thing as done? Perfectionism makes you think it is, right? That there is such thing as done. When you think that something ever can be done, as in finished, that very thing often stops you from both starting things and finishing things. Isn't that right? Now consider the other point of view. You can believe that there is no such thing as done. If there is no such thing as done, then why is it so hard to get things done sometimes? It's only hard, right, when you perceive it as hard to get something done, and it's only hard when you perceive something to have an end to it. And that it's supposed to look a certain way once you reach that end. If nothing had an end to it, and if there was no such thing as a perfect end to it, would you still care? If you would, then you're onto something. If you could still care about something and work with it and work on it for the sake of it, that's when you bloom beyond perfectionism. That's also when your creativity truly blooms and you begin enjoying the journey of who it is that you are growing, who it is that you are becoming in the process of creating. You see, when there is no such thing as done, as finished, that would remove all resistance, wouldn't it? It would make things so much simpler, as there would be no measure stick to deal with anymore. You could throw that thing away, that measure stick, and just create for fun. You would have fun because you would know that nothing lasts and nothing is ever done. So why don't you give yourself permission to create for fun? To release yourself from the attachment to the outcome. When you release yourself from that, everything evolves, everything changes. You realize that everything is always growing. I mean, look at a child, right? Building a castle in the sand on a sunny day. You've probably taken a walk, right, along the beach and seen kids do this, play with the sand and just create something for the sake of it. You might have done this yourself too when you were a kid. Why is it meant to be any different for you right now? Do you think that these kids creating these sandcastles, do you think that they have in mind what the sandcastle is supposed to look like at the end? I don't think so. And I don't think that that would make it very much fun either for them. Now think about Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Vincent van Gogh. Do you think that they would create the art that they did? If someone told them how many works that they would make by the end and how they would need to look when done? No. They wouldn't enjoy that process very much, right? They did it. They created it. They were involved in the process of creating for the sake of it. The process of creating without being concerned about done, let them be free to flow, free to create. So think about this. How would you engage differently with what you're creating if you knew that there was no such thing as done? How would you experience the journey if you knew that what you're creating will evolve, it will change, and it will grow as you work on it, and never ever be the way that you think in your head, the way that you imagine things will be like? How much lighter wouldn't you feel if you let go of the illusion of done and embraced what is going on right now? I invite you to get on the wait list to join the tribe of Sunflowers and Bloomers, where we basically help you create a life and business of freedom from perfectionism with the power of the subconscious mind, so that you can release yourself from this idea that what you're creating is supposed to look like something or feel like something once it is done. Because you know what? It's an illusion. So go to bloombeyond.com/apply. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.